Hello PlayStation fans, it's me again, Emily. Today we're revisiting all of the incredible boss fights from the first, second, and third games in the PS1 Crash Bandicoot Trilogy. We start with PAPU. This fight is pretty straightforward, as you just need to jump on him from behind whilst avoiding the giant stick that he spins around. The best crack on PS1? Next we have the very energetic Ripperoo. You need to try and get the floating TNT crates to explode near him. Keeping an eye on his pattern when he jumps around can be a huge help here. KOALA Kong throws rocks at you from behind a minecart track. There are also TNT boxes that drop down from above. You must avoid the stones he throws at you and wait for them to stop moving. Then spin attack the stone to fling it towards KOALA. Just make sure you have a clear shot at him when you spin. This one's rather easy if I do say so myself. All you have to do is hide behind the furniture when PINSTRIPE starts to fire his Tommy gun. Then when he reloads, run up to him and apply damage with your spin attack. Okay, so to defeat Embryo, you must avoid all of the red and green bombs that are launched at you. The green bombs will become flubber-like blobs that you can jump on. This damages the Mad Doctor and his health declines. After doing this a few times, Embryo will become a large monster and attack you. When this happens, you must use the two platforms to jump onto Embryo's head to damage him. Simple as that. Right, this one can be difficult if you aren't careful, so listen up. You must avoid all of Cortex's red and blue attacks. Eventually though, he'll fire green attacks at you. If you spin attack these, they will be sent back at Cortex and apply damage to him. Do this for the entire fight in order to bring Cortex to justice. This time, Ripperoo jumps around and places explosives on the ground. He will alternate between placing TNT boxes and nitro boxes. In order to defeat Roo, you need to spin attack him after he places the last nitro. The easiest boss fight in all of Crash Bandicoot 2. All you need to do is spin attack the smaller brother into the other one after he becomes dizzy. This will cause both to crash into each other and cause damage. Next, we're battling Tiny in an arena with 9 platforms. You must force Tiny onto one of the platforms that falls down into the pit below. Jump onto one as it flashes and then quickly over onto a safe platform. Even if the platform drops, Tiny will still jump into the space that it occupied and fall down into the pit. Mwahahaha. Perhaps the hardest boss fight that we've encountered so far, Engine attacks you in a machine that you must destroy with your unlimited supply of Wumpa fruit. First, you must damage the gun arms as they open up before attacking, and then after they're dealt with, then the shoulder-mounted missiles. He then finally attacks you with a green laser. Attack the core of the machine several times to end the fight. The final boss battle of Crash 2 is actually more of a chase. You must avoid the asteroids in your path and then spin attack Cortex when you're close enough. The amount of debris in your way increases each time you damage him. Hit him 3 times before he escapes to finish the fight.
Crash Bandicoot.
It's Tiny again. This time you face him in a Roman gladiator arena. Tiny will jump around the area before smashing the ground hard and getting stuck. Spin attack him when he does this in order to deal damage. Then it's just a case of avoiding the lines and waiting for him to start jumping again. Easy as pie, eh? The second boss in Crash 3 is against Dingo DILE. Avoid his attacks and wait for Dingo to blow away some of the ice crystals that surround him. Run over to his back when a route appears and hit him with a spin attack. Then, very quickly, run away before the canister on his back explodes. He gets more aggressive each time, understandably, so this can get a little tricky. N-Trophy fires many attacks at you which you must avoid. After doing this a few times, he gets tired and attempts to catch his breath. When this happens, you need to quickly jump across the platforms and spin attack the self-proclaimed Master of Time. The pattern for the attacks will change as the fight progresses, but you should be able to easily avoid them by moving to the sides. The toughest battle in the game, and maybe even the entire trilogy. Much like the engine fight in the previous game, you must attack the multiple weapons in Engine's machine as they open up to attack you. This time, however, you're in a flying spaceship and there's no Wumpa Fruit in sight. This fight is tough due to Engine's massive health bar, and the fact that he gets very aggressive in the final stages. In the final boss fight of the trilogy, both Crash and Aku Aku take on Cortex and Uka Uka. You'll need to avoid both Cortex attacks and also the blasts happening from the fight between the two masks. Try and successfully dodge all of the hazards and then spin attack Cortex when he stops attacking. This will knock him into the pit. Each time you do this, the pattern of the masks and Cortex attacks will change slightly, so keep an eye out. Knock Cortex down into the pit 3 times to win the battle. Hurrah! What was your favourite boss fight in the Crash Bandicoot PS1 trilogy? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching.
For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you don't miss any videos in the future. Cheers!